Once upon a time, in a land where the sun never rose, lived a warrior named Koku. He was born during an eternal eclipse, a time when the sun hid behind the moon, casting a twilight glow over the land. The people of his village feared the darkness so much, but Koku found solace in the stars and the moon's soft light. Just before sunset, every villager would evacuate the market square in a hurry, almost like they were running in order to avoid being drenched by a heavy rainfall. The older men who used to hang out to enjoy fresh palm wine at Ogbeni Lamide's store couldn't dare to anymore because of the scary whispers of the night and the rumors of wild animals coming out of nowhere to attack those who lurked in the dark. Despite this rumor and deadly whispers of the night, Koku never felt more at peace with himself. When the sun goes down and every compound goes silent, Koku would take a mat to lay under the coconut tree in his father's compound. It was the highlight of his day, as there was no one to interfere with his thoughts. Koku would imagine a day when he would finally be able to make something of himself. His biggest dream was to own a very large cocoa and palm kernel farm in Iseyin, as that would make him one of the richest men in his village. With that, he will finally be wealthy enough to earn a chieftaincy title and marry Ezinne, his secondary school crush. Koku had big plans, but he didn't know how to fulfill them. His father was a cocoyam farmer who barely made a living, and his mother was a petty trader. Even though he had no idea how he would achieve his dreams, he allowed himself to enjoy the thought of it in the cool of the night, as the imagination was enough to make his heart merry. Many times, Koku would share his dreams with his friends and two brothers, who did nothing but mock him for having such an ambition, as it was irrelevant to them at the time, because if he couldn't fight to save his villagers, then nothing was really worth aiming for. Like many young men in the village, Koku was forced to learn how to fight, even though he never liked to. His brothers would laugh at how physically weak he looked and how he was always getting beaten by his opponents. It was discouraging for Koku because to him, he was simply a punching bag for the boys since he never won. He was tagged the weakling, yet he didn't have the choice of not being at the training ground every day. Koku's only way out was faking an illness, which didn't save him for too long. Koku was unlike any other warrior. His skin shimmered like the night sky, dotted with constellations, and his eyes glowed with radiant silver. The villagers whispered that he was marked by the night, and many shunned him, believing he was an omen of endless darkness. He didn't look anything like the other warriors. Despite this, Koku trained in the art of combat, guided by the moon's phases. He became a protector of those who feared the night, using his unique gifts to navigate the shadows. His prowess was unmatched and his heart unyielding. One fateful night, a pack of lions escaped from the nearby forest into the village. Their roar shook the entire village, including the Kabiesi's palace. The villagers all had their hearts in their mouths, for they could not see in the dark like Koku. With courage in his step, Koku faced the lions, his skin illuminating the path before him. The battle was fierce, and he lost a lot of blood. Yet he knew that was his chance to protect his people and to save his own life. Koku's unique vision gave him the advantage, and he vanquished the beasts, saving the entire village from such a deadly attack. From that day forth, the people saw Koku not as a sign of fear, but as a beacon of hope. They learned that what made him different was not a curse, but a blessing that could save them all. This taught them that embracing uniqueness was not just about accepting oneself, but also about recognizing the strength in others' differences. And so, Koku Bamboni, the warrior who never saw the sun, became a legend. His story is a reminder that in the heart of darkness, there is light, and in the depths of fear, there is courage. For it is our unique traits that make us stronger.